Hello, everyone. This is Gwen Roberts. Thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. I'm a spiritual life teacher of more than 50 years, and I'm also the author of 2 published books. My first book is called Pocket Prayers, and it's a series of 40 different prayers on various issues of life. Things like my children, my money, my work, my job, my peace of mind, and on and on. 40 very short prayers. My second book is called Inspiration from Me to You. And basically, Inspiration from Me to You is full of inspirational quotes. And basically, they're designed to motivate you and to stimulate positive thinking. And both books are not one-time reads. They are books that you want to keep close to you on your nightstand, before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, because we're talking about working with your consciousness and changing your consciousness and empowering you to more positive and productive thoughts. My messages are to help you to build and expand your understanding and your awareness, your spiritual understanding and awareness of the powerful person that you are, so that you can move forward into more positive directions of your life. This particular message is a part of a first one regarding calmness, and this one is the power of your calmness, part 2. Today we live in a fast-paced world with the development of technology, and everything has speeded up. And with the speed of light, you can communicate with someone across the planet. Everyone has the capability to do this today, even children. A cell phone is in everyone's pocket. I remember when the only telephone in our home growing up was in the hallway on a little table. And when you pick it up, you had to listen to see if anyone was on the line, because it was a 3-party person line. It was called a party line phone. And I'm sure that is unbelievable to many of you that are much younger. I'm telling this now. I guess I'm telling my age, but I'm, of course, very proud of my age. Not only how we communicate with others has speeded up, but also things like travel and other things have just speeded up in the world, the wonderful world in which we live. This acceleration of life has caused us to make many adjustments as to how we operate in our families, our businesses, in a calm and peaceful way. It's not rocket science to understand life, although in my 20s I thought it was, and it may be to you too. Trying to understand who I am, why I am here, what am I to do, and being stressed about it all. You may have had this feeling at some point in time also. I was born in 1946, and boy, have I had a journey of learning, growing, understanding, and my process continues, but with a bit more wisdom and peace. My purpose, therefore, is to share with you some of the principles of life that will make your life a lot easier. I've practiced many truth principles in my life, and I have manifested many experiences that I desire using truth principles. And you can too. Looking back, as they say, hindsight is 20/20. I believe one of the most important principles of life is, as Jesus told us, be still and know that I am God. Our stillness is achieved from meditation, which is simply just getting quiet. You don't have to be in a yoga position or standing on your head or any other odd position. Just getting still. When you're still in your mind, you're able to hear and listen to your guidance. My quiet mind is when I wake in the morning or at that magical 3 a.m. time. When your mind is relaxed and not thinking of your to-do list, it's open to guidance. Guidance from your indwelling spirit, your indwelling God. Calmness is a natural state of your mind. Being calm is natural. Being stressed is unnatural. Calmness or meditating is listening, as I just said, to that indwelling spirit within you that knows all things and is in all things. God, the creator of the universe, your creator. Prayer is talking to God, and meditating is listening to God. If your household tends to be busy, you might want to wake up early or take a long walk. The Bible says go in your closet. And it just says go in a quiet place where you can listen and hear. Whatever your situation is, find at least 20 minutes. More is preferable to be alone with yourself. Not so much thinking, but listening. This is, and the more you do this, the more you will be able to still your mind. Many people tell me, well, I get still and I'm in a quiet place, but my mind is still moving, it's still busy. That's okay. The more you do it, the more you're able to find that stillness in your mind. This is your calm time, your meditation time. You'll find by using this practice that your approach to your life activities will have a calmness about them. You may not realize it, but people around you will realize it, and they will tell you. And that's what happened to me early in my 20s. People would say, when I started my meditations, learning truth, people would say, Gwen, how do you get so calm and so peaceful all the time? I didn't even realize I was. So it will happen to you too. And once you realize it and can feed on it and enjoy it within yourself, you'll find it's all worth your time to get still. Next, I'm going to read the prayer of calmness in my book, Pocket Prayers, which is a good daily read for calmness. And it goes like this: my calmness. I take one step at a time, one day at a time, one activity at a time. I no longer hurry when doing things. I now realize that I have my own rhythm of doing things. Whether I'm a fast talker, a medium talker, or a slow talker, I find my own rhythm. I do not try to imitate others. I find my own rhythm that is comfortable with and that I'm comfortable with and remain there in my talking, walking, and thinking. That's your center. You're operating from your center, your calmness. As I discover my own rhythm in life, I feel calmer and more relaxed within myself. Sometimes this allows for change in the way that I do things. This might mean a different type of work, different friends, or a different lifestyle. I realize that this life is my life. I can create it in the ways that suits me best, and I do it in the best way for me. I do not have to imitate others. I can just be myself, and I am now calm. As I make changes in my life that give me the feeling of calmness, I become more creative. You may find gifts and talents that you had that you were unaware of, or maybe aware of, that you'd like to do more of. I'm now operating from my God center. I am now more successful in the things that I do. I remain centered and calm and give each activity my full attention. As I calmly practice doing the tasks before me, I perform with greater effectiveness and efficiency. You'll surprise yourself, and others around you will indicate how much calmer you are, how much more effective you are, how your efficiency has increased. I'm more focused, more successful in the things that I do. I am rewarded in my work and praised by my boss, co-workers, associates. And if you're in business for yourself, you're praised by your family and your friends as you do the things that are required by you. I am now being my best self. I radiate calmness, and others around me feel my calmness. So once you've developed this quality within you of calmness, and people around you are feeling this calmness, you're making an impact on the world. You're making an impact on people. You're helping people to think and realize that they too can achieve a more peaceful existence. You become a role model for others to practice in their lives and in daily activities, meditation, or getting still. I thank God for blessing me with the idea of calmness. My calmness improves my health. You may have previously had stress headaches, but you no longer have them because you don't have the stress. You have the calmness. You're at peace with yourself, starting with your meditation, starting with your getting still, starting with your new rhythm. My new rhythm removes the stress that I previously felt in my body. My body radiates health. My calmness allows me to put more thought into making healthy food choices, which helps me to establish and maintain my body weight. I am now doing the things that I enjoy, and I feel great. So that's the prayer on calmness. And again, these are short prayers, prayers that you can easily, upon wakening in the morning, read and read a couple of times to start your day off in a positive, calm, peaceful way. There's an affirmation attached to each of the prayers. And the affirmation attached to calmness goes like this. I now approach things, people, and situations with calmness. My new rhythm gives me a new sense of well-being and success in my life, my world, and in all of my affairs. And that's what we have for today, the message on calmness. Remember to press the subscribe button and also the like button. And I will see you next time. Peace and calmness. Hello, everyone. This is Gwen Roberts. Thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. I'm a spiritual life teacher, and I'm also an author of 2 books. The first book is Pocket Prayers, which is a series of 40 short prayers and on various issues of life. My second book is Inspiration from Me to You. And this particular book is full of inspirational quotes. And the purpose of them is to motivate and to stimulate your positive thinking. So they're very thought-provocative type phrases. The purpose of these messages that I give is to help build and expand your spiritual understanding and awareness of the very powerful person that you are, so you can move forward into your life in a more positive direction. Now, today I'm going to talk about calmness. And I have a prayer in my book called Calmness, Peace of Mind, Calmness. And you know, it's really not rocket science to understand life. Although, when I was in my 20s, I thought it was. Trying to understand who I am, why I'm here, and what am I to do. And being stressed out about it all during that time. You may have had these feelings also. Maybe when you were younger, but as you grow older, you become more and more aware and more mature. I was born in 1946, and boy, I've had a journey of learning, growing, understanding, and I'm still in the process of continuing. And my purpose, therefore, is to share with you some of the principles of life that have helped me along the way And hopefully will do the same for you, making life easier. I've practiced many truth principles in my life and manifested many experiences that I desired. And you can too. Looking back, as they say, hindsight is 20/20. I believe one of the most important principles of life that Jesus Christ told us about is to be still and know. Our stillness is achieved from meditation, and which is nothing but just getting quiet. And when you're still in your mind, when your mind is still and at peace, you're able to hear and listen to guidance. Now, my quiet time is mostly when I wake up in the morning or at that magical 3 a.m. time. When your mind is relaxed and not thinking of your to-do list. And your time may be your time. It might be while you're walking, taking a walk or taking a jog or whatever works for you. But the whole point is to find that calmness time, that still time. Calmness or meditating is listening to that indwelling spirit within you that knows all things and is in all things. God, the creator of the universe, your creator. And prayer is talking to God. So meditating is listening to God, and prayer is talking to God. If your household tends to be busy, you might want to maybe wake up early in the morning or take a walk or just find whatever works for you. And a good 20 minutes or more is preferably the best length of time to do it. But mostly a time when you are alone with yourself. Not so much thinking about something, but listening. This is your calm time, your meditating time. You'll find your approach to what works for you and what gives you, and the time that you are able to have your calmness. Next, I'm going to read from my book, Pocket Prayers. I'm going to read the prayer called Calmness. And it's not a one-time read. It's more of a study read. And it goes like this. My calmness. I take one step at a time, one day at a time, one activity at a time. I no longer hurry when doing things. I now realize that I have my own rhythm of doing things. And again, Pocket Prayers is written in the first person. So it's as if you are affirming these things for yourself. Whether I am a fast talker, medium talker, or slow talker, I find my own rhythm. I do not try to imitate others. I find my own rhythm that I'm comfortable with and remain there in my talking, my walking, and my thinking. So you find what works for you and live your life and have your experiences from that particular rhythm. As I discover my own rhythm in life, I feel calmer and more relaxed with myself. Sometimes this allows for change in the way that I do things. This might mean a different type of work, different friends, or different lifestyle. I realize that this life is my life. I can create it in the way that suits me best. And I do it in the best way for me. I do not have to imitate others. I can just be myself, and I am now calm. As I make changes in my life that give me the feeling of calmness, I become more creative. I'm now operating from my God center. I am now more successful in the things that I do. I remain centered and calm and give each activity my full attention. As I calmly practice doing the task before me, I perform with great efficiency and effectiveness. I am more focused and more successful in the things that I do. I am rewarded in my work and praised by my boss, co-workers, associates, family, and friends as I do the things that are required of me. I am now being my best self. I radiate calmness, and others around me feel my calmness. I am a role model for others to practice calmness in their lives and in their daily activities. I thank God for blessing me with the idea of calmness. My calmness improves my health. My new rhythm removes the stress that I previously felt in my body. My body radiates health. My calmness allows me to put more thought into making healthy food choices, which helps me to establish and maintain my ideal body weight. I am now doing the things that I enjoy, and I feel great. And that's the end of that particular prayer. And each prayer is followed by an affirmation. And the affirmation goes like this: I now approach things, people, and situations with calmness. My new rhythm gives me a new sense of well-being and success in my life, my world, and in all of my affairs. Thank you for listening to my prayer on calmness. I hope that it blesses you in many ways in your life and in your world and all of your affairs. And for now, I'll say goodbye. Have a wonderful day.